Welcome back to Halloween Horror Nights. We are here today because you probably have the question, is Express worth it? And we figured the easiest way to determine that would be, let's just go use Express. The plan for the day is we're going to head inside, we're going to see what the posted wait times are on the houses, and then we're gonna scan our Express, go through, and tell you how long we waited. Universal tells you can expect to wait about half of the posted wait time. Sometimes I feel like that's accurate, sometimes I feel like it's drastically less, but this season I have seen it be a little bit more. We can get you that information and show you how good the Express is, or again, maybe how not worth it is at the end of the day. The plan is to get you all the information that you could possibly need to determine whether or not it's worth buying Express Pass for HHN 32. So, without further ado, let's head inside the park. Interestingly enough, it is rocking out here in City Walk as we head in. I feel like I've just been hearing a lot of techno music this year, but it is jamming out here. Can you hear this? It has been a lot different. All right, let's go ahead and get checked in. You can see the crowds are in full swing. There is Oddfellow tonight roaming around. He's got a butterfly on his sleeve. I didn't see that. And he actually has zodiac symbols on his cape there. So it looks like they actually brought over some food booths. They're mostly just drink carts here. This one's from Superhero Island. I think because we don't have as many food stands this year, they're trying to find other ways to kind of get people involved with the food and drinks. So those might start popping up more and more throughout the season. Now, before we get started checking out all of the houses and giving you all of the times and everything like that, please consider giving this video a thumbs up if you do find it useful. And also, if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's get started. Now, I know a lot of people are going to want to see things like The Last of Us and Stranger Things, but to make it as accurate as possible, we still do need to do some of the houses that aren't as popular. So we are going to start off here with Blood Moon Dark Offerings, posted at 40 minutes. So now we will see, is it cut in half? Is it less? Is it more? We will go ahead and start the timer as soon as we stop moving in line. So just to reiterate, we're gonna walk up here. The second that we stop moving, we're gonna start that timer, and then we'll show you how long it takes until we get to the front of the entrance. Well, just so you guys can initially see, there are the crowds. There's a few switchbacks inside of here right now. And we're gonna check in right here. So it looks like we're gonna have a pause right around the corner here. All right, we are coming to a stop right here. Here is the phone. We have clicked start. I don't know if it's showing up. Either way, we are ready to go here. We'll see how long it takes. 40-minute posted. Also, I'm gonna have to show you the outcome when we get past the house because I have to stop it the second we enter and we can't film, and it's just a lot of things to put away. So you'll see us as soon as we are finished with Blood Moon Dark Offerings. All right, we waited 4 minutes and 31 seconds until we were basically right there until they told me to put the phone away, which we were 3 people away. So you could average that. So 40-minute waits, a little less than 5 minutes, not bad. Also, no spoilers in today's video. I might give you a little just insight of what we think on the house, but overall, Blood Moon is a very underrated house. The theme in there, the way that they transport you into that colonial town, immaculate. I really, really like that house. Very underrated house in my opinion. But again, 40-minute wait, 4.5 minutes actual then. So again, Express starting off pretty good. Either way, we are moving on to The Exorcist, which is a posted 60-minute wait. Let's go see how long it actually takes. Just so you guys can see what the line looks like as well, this is the 60 minutes. So a few switchbacks outside. All right, we have just stopped right out here. So let's go ahead, get this started. I guess I also need to point out this is my least favorite house in the sense that it's very disturbing. I think it's actually a very good house. Don't get me wrong when I say it's my least favorite. It's the only house I've ever been disturbed in going through. All right, we are all finished up and surprisingly less time than Blood Moon Dark Offerings. That one was about 4 minutes and 30, so this one was about a minute quicker, but yet 20 minutes longer posted. So 3 minutes and 36 seconds until we got in the house. All right, we are coming over here now to what I'm going to assume is a lot of people's bucket list house this year, and that will be Stranger Things. I can see it already. It is a posted 80-minute long wait. So far though, 2 houses for the queues, less than 8 minutes. It's not bad. So the weird thing about that house, again, no big spoilers, but there's smells. I think you can obviously tell there are some smells going on in there. But for Nicole, she's she hates how it smells in there. I think it smells bad, but I'm not disgusted by it. She's to the point she's holding her nose. So there's definitely a difference between people. I think it's an interaction. It's kind of the same thing with cilantro. Some people feel it tastes like soap or whatever. And then some people don't have that same thing. So it might be one of those things where maybe your like nose triggers are different than other people's, because again, it doesn't totally bother me where it like really bothers Nicole. Just keep that in mind, I guess, before you go in. All right, we have just stopped in line. We're going to go ahead and start it up. We are all finished up. I do want to point out, if you guys are filling your water, when it does get busy, take a look at the line here for the freestyle machine. It ends over here, so keep that in mind. Well, as Nicole is still prepping from The Exorcist, she's like, can we go sit down? She's doing a little rough from that one, so do be prepared. The Exorcist might mess you up.
The smells are bad. I think they're bad.
Yes, so we're taking a minute. We just did finish, and our wait time was 11 minutes and 36 seconds, so she was correct. Stranger Things, 11 and 11, and here you go. But either way, 11 minutes and 36 seconds for an 80-minute posted. Now, one thing I want to talk about with Stranger Things, again, no spoilers today. I'm not going to mention any more because I'm not going to do any spoilers for you. But either way, they have picked up the scares in there. They've gotten a little bit more aggressive. Really like that. They have amped up the house a little bit more. And again, this is only the 4th night of HHN right now, and they're already picking it up. The scare actors are getting comfortable. Love to see it. They are going to have arguably probably the best year of HHN. I'm sure like many people will agree with it. So either way, we're taking a minute really quick, and let me tell you also why Express is probably going to be a really good option for you. So now that we've spent a little less time in the queues, we're actually going to come over here and grab a little bite to eat from the Stellar Bar, which is themed to the Stranger Things house over here. So we're going to go ahead and grab a bite to eat, and I think we're going to do that cheddar jalapeno Hellfire Club. And there it is, the club sandwich, or the Hellfire Club sandwich. I mean, it looks like it's stacked with meat. It's a nice size sandwich, so let's hope the taste is there. I actually do really enjoy that. There's like that pineapple chutney, which is just a little bit of sweetness. You get a little bit of heat in there, but not too much. I don't know, I really like that sandwich. That is a very good sandwich. All of the food that we have had here at HHN so far has been very good, by the way. So if you are looking for food, we will do a food review, like a bigger food review at some point, but either way, this is probably our only item for the night, and it's a 10 out of 10. All right, we are back on the move, and we are coming over here to Dueling Dragons, Choose Thy Fate. It is a posted 40-minute long wait. Also, Yeti over there is posted at 110, which is crazy. But either way, let's go ahead and check what our 40-minute wait looks like. Some great displays here in New York, up on the library. So this is weird. This was not here last time we did Dragons over here. This is like bringing us almost kind of around. Last time we kind of like walked up there. There are the crowds here to our right now, and we are just kind of walking by, feeling good. All right, we have just stopped, so we will start our timer. We are actually next up to combine with standard queues, so I don't think it's gonna be too long. You do have a few switchbacks over here, but we'll let you know how long it takes. There are so many switchbacks in here. We are getting a cash change. I don't know if they're coming out of our house or not. It looks like there is a cash change going on. I think it's actually Yeti. Yeti's getting a cash change right now. But a lot of switchbacks. So you have like queues over here, we got a queue here, queue over there. Lots of queues all over back here in the sound stages. Does get a little hot back here. Keep that in mind. We are all finished up. 7 minutes, 47 seconds for that one. Again, I think the only one over 10 minutes has been Stranger Things at 11. We're gonna head over to Yeti. That has dropped down to a 45-minute long wait, so we'll go see how long the wait is right now. More views of the library. I do want to point out Dueling Dragons, a very aesthetically pleasing house. Looks fantastic, by the way. You guys are going to love it if you haven't visited yet. Love how it looks, and I kind of said it reminds me a lot of Dead Man's Pier with how good the set is. Either way, you're gonna enjoy it. Fun house, good scares, still amping it up in there. On to Yeti though. I guess I should also point out that the other queue for Dueling Dragons did bump up to, I think, a 60-minute wait. So when we were out, it was actually 60. So that could have been closer to like a posted 60 versus 45, because I don't know what time it actually ended up changing, just to kind of give you guys a little update there. And speaking of timer, we're gonna go ahead and start it up. We are here stopped right in this like alley back here. Lots of switchbacks today again. Nice night, not too hot tonight, which has been a nice kind of treat. I mean, it's still warm by all accounts of Florida, but I mean, it's better than it has been. I do want to show you, by the way, so here are the current wait times. So the front of the park has started to loosen up, but the back side of the park has definitely picked up. So Last of Us 95, Monsters 70, Oddfellows 75. So there's the Dueling Dragons. Darkest Teal's at 40. So there's kind of like this trend when you do come into the park where like people will kind of do the front houses and then kind of shift to the back houses. So I think we're now kind of past like the front park. So now after this one, we'll kind of head towards the back near some of those tent houses and other things to kind of give you another representation of what those longer lines are going to look like again. All finished up. 15 minutes and 14 seconds. That was the longest house yet at a posted, what was it, 45 minutes, I think? Yeah, posted 45. So that one was a little bit longer. It did feel a little slow. I felt it. I don't know if there was a cash change. Either way, that house hits with the scares. Very, very good house. Really liking Yeti. Another reason why you might want Express, again, to spend a little bit more time eating like we told you, but also means you can spend a little bit more time inside of the scare zones. Oh, somebody is hanging out on the stage right now. Oh, I think she feasted. Somebody just got bit. Yeah. All right, we are coming over here to our next house here, which will be Chucky. And this is a posted 75-minute wait. So this should be a good indication of about how long you'll wait for some Express. So let's go ahead, get inside, do another house here. The line looked very long outside there. We are heading over here. And again, once we stop, we'll start our timer. So dark in here. I don't feel like it was like this last year, but it is like very, very dark. And there we go. Timer has started. Well, this was a very long wait so far, and we are not technically done. We're going to be right up here around the corner. And I'm going to tell you right now, this will be definitely one to put to the test. I do feel like last year Blumhouse lasted a while, and right now Chucky, definitely a long one. Well, this was definitely our longest wait yet, and you could see 35 minutes, and I posted 75, so still less than half technically, but that was a long wait. And like I said, Blumhouse last year was a pretty long line. So again, 35 for Chucky on a posted 75. That's a long one. Saved us a lot of time. I'm gonna guess there's people waiting in like standby. They're gonna be waiting longer than 75 though. No scare. I wonder if we could find Oddfellow. Doesn't look like it right now. We are still feeling like we miss a few scares inside of Shipyard 32. I still do think they could add just a little bit more in there. It is a tight area, I will say that, so keeping that in mind. Oh, looks like we have some scare actors making their way out this way. Wow, they're out there quite a distance, so maybe there's more on their way right now. Yeah, there was a number of them, so maybe that was why. Maybe they have amped up the scares, because there are a lot out here, or they're wandering quite far. Oh yeah, wow, okay, so they must have just did a cash change. So actually, imagine there was probably 8 to 10 more inside of that zone. Definitely a lot better than I originally thought. Erase what I just said. Well, so far, again, we've knocked out 6 houses. We have 4 more to go. Feeling pretty good. Outside of Chucky being 35, everything else is pretty much 15 minutes and under, which has been really, really nice, which means you're going to be able to knock out a lot of houses. It's like 10 o'clock right now, by the way. We got here at like, I don't know, 7:30 or something. I don't even know, 7:30. So within about 3-ish hours, and we took a little bit of a break to eat some food. Like at this pace, I think we're gonna get all of the houses done easily before midnight, which means we could see shows, we could hang out in scare zones, we were able to try some food so far. Again, we don't know yet because we do have 4 more houses, but so far, seeming pretty good. So it looks like these are new. Outside of Men in Black, there are some like glowy chairs and like loungers out here. So they installed a few new things. Definitely love to see that. So again, a few more places to kind of kick back and relax. Next up on the agenda will be The Last of Us. This is another posted 75, so this should give us a good gauge of whether or not Chucky was just a little wonky or if that's pretty accurate. So here we go, Last of Us for our, what is it, 7th house now? Take a look at the crowds for the tent houses right now. They do look quite packed. Uh-oh, I think somebody's late. It's one of the scare actors. They're off on their own. They're like, uh-oh, I missed my my shift right now. All right, and here we go. I will show you what the line is looking like, but again, 75-minute posted. Gotta love The Last of Us music while you're waiting in queue. It's kind of like The Weeknd last year. You get that iconic music. All right, we have just gotten into our spots. We'll go ahead and start the timer. And we'll see. This feels a little shorter, but I don't know. Again, posted 75. We have finished up. So take a look at our wait time. 75 posted, 10-minute wait actual. Love to see it. 10 minutes, not bad at all. Again, and that's probably the biggest or the second biggest house for a lot of people here at Halloween Horror Nights. It's going to be kind of between Stranger Things and The Last of Us. I think those are kind of their two big players this year. So to wait 10 minutes for that, and I think Stranger Things was 11, so 21-minute waits between the two big IPs. What we are going to do next, though, it's going to be Universal Monsters Unmasked, posted 45. It looks like we have a crowd coming in, though. We'll go ahead and see what it's looking like. Hopefully you guys are enjoying today's content, and this is some good information for you so you could tell how long you will be waiting for Express. And again, the best way I thought to be able to explain if Express is worth it to you is just doing exactly what we're doing here. It's going through the queues, showing what the posted wait time is, and then going and seeing how long we actually wait, so you can get a gauge of how long it takes you to get through all the houses. At some point, I think at the end of this video, we'll show you kind of an accumulated total of our entire wait time, which is pretty cool. Just the fact that we are sitting here and now doing our 8th house right now.
Yeah.
And we have probably a little over an hour of wait time. It might be a little closer, I guess, to like an hour and a half. But the fact that some of these lines are posted at like 90 or 110 minutes, I mean, think about that. So one line, and we've done 7 houses now, and again, we'll see how long Monsters lasts here. Either way, we're gonna go ahead, see what's happening around the corner. I feel like I can already smell the Monsters house from all the way back here. That's crazy. All right, and we are now stopped. We'll go ahead and start once again. So again, I think we have 3 houses left. We have Monsters, Darkest Deal, and Oddfellow. Also, I looked at a walkthrough of the Monsters house in Hollywood, and oh my gosh, it looks so good. Well, we finished up on Monsters. That was probably Nicole's biggest scare of the season so far. She got so bad. The attendant was laughing at her. It was so good. That was probably our best run yet. It's the 3rd time doing it, but also posted 45 in actual 4.5 minutes. You know, it's crazy. I originally did not anticipate to do all the houses tonight. We were trying to do probably like 5 or 6, and we were just gonna kind of give you an average here and show you. But at this point, because we're just doing so many, we have 2 houses left, and I think we're gonna get them done here in the next 30 minutes. So we're heading over to Darkest Deal, then doing Dr. Oddfellow, and that's gonna be 10 houses. I guess I should also point out that we haven't been like running. Like we've been just like casually strolling around, just like having a good time, chatting, and here we go. I do also want to point out that over here by the pizza fries, they actually do have a Coke Freestyle machine. So if you guys are looking to get some water or some drinks, it's kind of hidden. You really kind of can't see it, because I'll show you from this side. You can see like it's there, and it almost looks like it blends right in, right? Because it's the wall. But if you look up top, you can see the actual machine, but it's just this wall here. You kind of have to come around. It's a little sneaky one. All right, it's time to go sell our soul with Pine Straw Spruce in the Darkest Deal. We have a 45-minute posted wait time. There you go, 45 minutes. Okay, let's go get in line. All right, we're coming up to the green light here. Just stopped. We'll go ahead, get it started. Here we go again, 2 more houses. Darkest Deal and Dr. Oddfellows, both of the 10 houses here. Hopefully, again, we do some pretty good short lines for you guys. Again, posted 45 minutes. Let's see what it's looking like. Hopefully, Nicole can pay attention to this house a little bit more. No spoilers, but she missed a few things. Hopefully, she does a little better here.
More than a few.
We are a little stuck here, and this is actually where a lot of our wait times have come from. It's actually leaving the queues, specifically the ones that are like way in back. So right now, we're a little gunked up here, but I do want to show you, we have 6 minutes and 27 seconds. So about 6.5 minutes there for the Darkest Deal on a posted 45-minute long wait. Either way, now we got to keep on moving. And again, I do actually sometimes feel like as we go through like the exit queues, it almost takes longer than like the houses do, or even like coming into the queue. They're long walks. I do also want to point out that is a very, very good house. For one of the 10 houses, so dang good. All right, final house of the night, Dr. Oddfellow's Twisted Origins, 75 minutes here. It is right before midnight. I think it's like 11:58 right now. Let's go ahead and finish this up. And here we go. This looks like a pretty long line for Dr. Oddfellow, and whatever happened last time we did this house, it took us forever to get through, which was crazy. So I know this is going to be a long line here. So this might be a dangerous one to close out with. All right, and we are almost there, and we are stopped. Okay, here we go. Last house. Again, if you haven't already, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as we are trucking through these right now. Doesn't look like there's too much of a line here either, so this should be actually a short one. Wow.
And witness Dr. Oddfellow's striking acts of distortion.
I know you guys probably cannot see it, but The Last of Us is at a 60-minute long wait, and we have just finished up with Dr. Oddfellow's, and it looks like 8 minutes and 1 second. Not bad. I feel like that's the story of the night, right? Not bad, not bad, not bad. We are heading back to the front of the park to debrief, but we have to make one more pass through Jungle of Doom and Dark Zodiac. I just realized the banner that goes right here is missing. There was like this big Dark Zodiac banner that is no longer here. Either way, we are now heading through Dark Zodiac, almost to the front of the park. Now, before we break down whether or not Express is worth it to you, I feel like I deserve to show you what the Megan Horde was like since you guys didn't get to see it. So here's a little sneak peek of what I imagine the Megan Horde is like. So enjoy, and this is for free. Well, there you go. Megan Dance, they do way better than I do. I tried out, they didn't let me in. I didn't really. Obviously, I think I'm also way too tall. They do a phenomenal job. Either way, let's talk Express Pass now. We got like 10 houses done in like 4.5 or so hours. I know it wasn't the absolute busiest night for you guys, but there were some houses that were 100+ minutes. We were getting a few houses at 75 minutes. Outside of Chucky, I think every wait was, what, 15 minutes or under? That's pretty dang good if you ask me. And those houses, the lines definitely looked like they were going to be quite long. And I know that they move kind of slow sometimes. I would say if you want to do Express, the best opportunity for you would be like if you're here for 1 day, Express, 100% worth it. If you're coming for 2 days and you want to kind of like take a slower pace and you don't feel like you have to like rush, you know, house to house to house, another good option. You could do the houses without Express. The other thing is too, we did it in like the prime of the night. You know, we did that like 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock range, or like 7:30 to 12 o'clock range or so. So like that is like the prime time to be doing Express, because that's when the houses are the longest. You know, now that it's basically midnight and after, those lines will really start to go down. So you don't really need to use Express as much the later that the night goes on. However, it's still gonna like basically be a walk-on at that point. So, you know, we're done by like midnight, which means we have 2 hours to either go redo houses, we could go through scare zones, we could have hit like the 12:30 show for Nightmare Fuel, or done it earlier and still gotten some of these houses after that. So I don't know, I find it hard to believe it's not worth doing Express. Here's the biggest thing. I understand that Express is like more expensive than a single day ticket. I totally get that. And so you have to kind of think about that. Budgeting. It's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is expensive, and that is just something that you kind of have to deal with. But if you have it in the budget and it is something that you can do, I think Express is so worth it. I am so excited to be able to come back and use our Express on our passes over and over again. I think, again, when we wait 8 to 10 minutes for a house when it's posted at, you know, 55, 75 plus, I mean, that pays for itself. To be able to do that and be able to then go eat food, relax, not feel like you have to sprint house to house, go experience the scare zones, go watch the show. I mean, being able to experience HHN is not just being able to do 10 houses. It's being able to do everything inside of the park. There is more than just the 10 houses. So in my opinion, Express, definitely worth it. Is it expensive? Yes. Could you do everything without Express? probably you're gonna have to plan to like the end of the night, or if you're going for like 2 days, I think like 2 or more days, I think you're probably okay. But either way, that's kind of my thought. Hopefully this video was good for you guys, and I have put some totals on the screen for you, and you were able to see everything that we did as far as like the posted weight versus, you know, what we ended up weighting. So either way, hopefully that was good for you guys and you guys enjoyed the video. Again, if you don't mind, give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. But either way, we'll see you guys in the fog. Take care.